It's been nearly 2 decades since The Devil Wears Prada strutted into theaters and cemented itself as a pop culture and fashion film icon. The sharp dialogue, unforgettable performances, and runway-worthy looks are still just as fresh today. But beneath the stilettos, sarcasm, and Chanel, this 2006 classic has a treasure trove of secrets you probably didn't know, secrets as juicy as a Miranda Priestly disapproval glare, and as groundbreaking, yes, groundbreaking as florals for spring. 1. Meryl Streep's salary battle almost ended it all. Hard to imagine The Devil Wears Prada without Meryl Streep's icy command as Miranda Priestly, but believe it or not, Streep almost walked away from the project. After being offered what she called an insulting salary, she demanded double and back-end profits. The studio caved, and thank goodness they did. Her iconic performance earned her a Golden Globe win and an Oscar nomination. 2. Anna Wintour tried to ice it out. The film is famously inspired by Vogue editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour. Through Lauren Weisberger's novel of the same name, Weisberger was Wintour's assistant. Wintour reportedly tried to freeze the film out of fashion's inner circle, warning designers not to cooperate with the production. Many were afraid of offending her, but some, like Valentino, didn't care and lent his designs anyway. 3. The fashion budget was practically couture costume designer Patricia Field, best known for Sex and the City, dressed the cast in authentic designer fashion, reportedly pulling $1 million worth of clothes and accessories. From Chanel to Dolce & Gabbana, it's the most expensively dressed film in 20th Century Fox history. Anne Hathaway alone had more than 60 outfit changes. 4. Emily Blunt wasn't supposed to be British. Blunt's scene-stealing turn as the caustic assistant Emily was never meant to be British. She originally auditioned with an American accent but asked to read it with her natural voice, and it clicked. Director David Frankel loved it and told her to keep it. That accent and her razor-sharp delivery made her an instant fan favorite. 5. Anne Hathaway wasn't the first choice for Andy. Fox originally wanted Rachel McAdams for the role of Andy Sachs, and they asked her not once, but 3 times. After The Notebook and Mean Girls, she wanted to avoid being typecast in more mainstream roles. Hathaway fought hard for the part, and even wrote "Hire Me" in the sand of her boss's Zen garden. The studio eventually relented, and it became her breakout adult role. 6. Stanley Tucci was a last-minute lifesaver. Nigel, the lovable yet biting art director played by Stanley Tucci, was almost someone else. Actor Richard E. Grant was originally cast but dropped out just days before filming. Tucci stepped in with only 72 hours to prepare, and his performance became a pillar of the film's heart. 7. The iconic cerulean scene was based on real fashion lore. Miranda's blistering cerulean sweater monologue wasn't just brilliant acting, it was grounded in truth. The speech was co-written with Vogue's actual fashion experts and captured how runway trends trickle down to department stores. Streep added subtle pauses and inflections, transforming it into one of the film's most iconic takedowns. 8. Meryl Streep invented Miranda's quiet menace. Originally, Miranda was written to be a loud, overt tyrant, but Meryl Streep envisioned her as more subdued and terrifyingly calm. Inspired by Clint Eastwood's whispery power, she chose stillness and cold detachment, and delivered lines in a soft, lethal tone. The effect, chills down the spine without raising her voice. 9. The script went through over 100 drafts. Screenwriter Aline Brosh McKenna revealed that the script was revised more than 100 times. The biggest challenge, making Miranda more than just a villain. McKenna's rewrites emphasized her complexity, a woman battling in a male-dominated field, with layers beneath her cutthroat exterior. That nuance elevated the film from fluff to fierce feminist commentary. 10. Gisele Bündchen initially said no. Supermodel Gisele Bündchen didn't want to play a model in the film, fearing it would reinforce stereotypes, but Patricia Field convinced her to take the role of Serena, Emily's friend, as a way to showcase more dimension. It was Bündchen's first acting role, and she agreed only if she wasn't wearing much makeup and didn't play a cliché. Fashion insiders were secretly obsessed. Despite Anna Wintour's cold shoulder, many in the fashion world were privately obsessed. Legendary designers like Donna Karan and Michael Kors praised the film for its authenticity. Even Wintour eventually came around and attended the premiere, wearing Prada, no less. 12. Miranda's backstory was hidden in her wardrobe. Wardrobe was deliberately designed to tell a story. Her cold whites and icy grays reflected her emotional armor. Streep insisted on platinum hair and luxurious coats to project power and elegance. If you watch closely, Her fashion evolves subtly throughout the film, a hidden narrative of vulnerability beneath control. 13. Meryl cried after her first scene. Despite her legendary reputation, Meryl Streep said The Devil Wears Prada was one of her hardest roles emotionally. After her first scene as Miranda, she went back to her hotel and cried, describing the role as so cold and unrelenting. She had to shake off Miranda every night to return to her real self. 14. The ending was almost very different. In an alternate ending, Andy and Miranda shared a warmer moment, hinting at mutual respect. But test audiences loved the chilly, distant nod in the final cut. That subtle smile from Miranda. Totally unscripted, Meryl added it on a whim, and it's now one of the film's most analyzed moments. 15. A sequel. Don't count on it. Despite fans begging for a sequel or spin-off, the cast and creatives have resisted. Hathaway, Blunt, and Streep have all said it's better left untouched. That hasn't stopped fans from dreaming of Runway 2.0, imagining Andy as a rising fashion editor or Emily taking over the world of couture. Final word, that's all, or is it? From backstage drama to subtle storytelling, The Devil Wears Prada is as rich behind the scenes as it is on screen. It's a fashion fairy tale, a feminist fable, and a pop culture phenomenon rolled into one perfectly tailored package. So the next time someone dares to say florals for spring like it's revolutionary, just remind them, nothing in fashion or film is as meticulously crafted or devilishly delicious as this iconic masterpiece.